That girl's wearing some like hot shit. And, like freaking next scene, I was like, yo, fuck that. See that girl's like titties through her shirt. Uh, yeah, someone dies. I don't know. The blonde haired dude he was like drinking and driving, and then like they went out to go get like a beer run and shit, and like he was like talking about something, fucking like swerved off the road and like. And then the fucking the dude, his black hair. It's the kid who like cut himself. The freaking the first guy with the black hair like renamed himself like Nikki Six or some shit. Yeah, he like does like some straight like heroin type shit, and then like dies and
Welcome
like
back.
You left me in Boston.
The
they
training
announced
we've
that
done
he died
here.
apparently on TV, and like fucking the dude's like, this is Nikki fucking Six, and like the ambulance is like he's not about to die, and like fucking bring him back to life. I was like, what the fuck, dude?
You, sir, please, help! He's
What?
going to die!
Who?
There's no time! Please, come!
The freaking MGK, fucking, he would say some shit like that. Yeah. Yeah, one of the freaking band guys. Apparently it looked like him back in the day or something. Looked like the the one of the guys.
Down there! He's just passed under the bridge!
Someone!
Fucking dope. That kid's dead.
Help me! Please! Someone! Help! Someone! Help! Help me! Please! Someone! Help! Help me! Please! Someone!
Yes.
What this knobend is trying to say is he's forever in your debt, sir.
Who you calling? A knob end?
You, because you are one.
What were you doing on those logs?
One of the dangers of lumbering. We've got the camp set up a few rods off of here, as we're cutting timber. We're hoping to open a mill in the area.
There's a good place not far from the manor on the hill where I'm staying.
I like you already. We'll have a look.
I'll miss the peace and quiet, but we can certainly use the wood.
The manor needs a lot of work.
That and other things. Meet me at the small shack by the shoreline when you have time. There's something else you need to see.
What is it?
An asset.
It's Pete Davidson. I was confused at first. I was like, what the fuck?
Done it, but I have 'em.
Looks like a fucking weirdo.
Sure, just get me a ship and a crew, and we'll find out what it was he held so dear. I met.
Go away!
Said go away, boy! Do you not speak the King's English? Oh, I didn't see you there, old man. I'd have set my home in.
There you are. I've something to show you. Come, take a look.
What is it?
A ledger. It lets us manage the homestead's dealings.
And these?
That was years ago. Before the slow fever, before the Templars, before everything collapsed. But that's all in the past. Better we focus on what's in front of us. Take up the ledger, and I'll teach you how it all works.
Time passed quickly after that. My days a blur of study, training, and work. What little free time Achilles allowed me was spent learning about the Templars, about Charles Lee and my father. I longed to confront them, to put an end to their schemes, to ensure my people would remain untroubled and free. But I knew it was too soon, that to approach them now would see me killed. All my work would be for nothing. Patience, restraint. These proved the most difficult subjects for me. But in time, I mastered them as well. Days became months. Months became years. And as my skills and knowledge grew, so too did I.
My yay. On the ship. The Hardaway.
Come aboard and feast your eyes, boy. No, 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 not the left foot. Never the left foot. Horrible look. Step with your right foot first.
She is solid?
Aye. Weatherly and sleek. She'll fetch 12 knots in a stiff gale, near a ship from here to Singapore can out...
I'm on a boat.
Come on, lad, no time like the present.
Oh, hey.
Take the helm. Double. Come on, she won't bite.
I'm a pirate.
You're connected to her now.
Half sail!
Ah! Your killer flies again! Do you feel it, lad? Set a course for Martha's Vineyard. We'll find our guns and officers there. She's a nimble vessel, but the faster she goes, the more cumbersome she grows. And the firmer your hand needs to be. Enjoy this stretch of open water before we come upon those shallows.
Motherfucking
Call for
pirate.
full sail if you like. Wind looks to be shifting. Stay alert, Connor. Gusty winds can be difficult to manage.
Apparently that is Bob's mom. Cause I asked Tyler, and then he's like, yeah, that is her. Cause I sent her the picture. He's like, yeah, it looks like her just cracked out or something. Yeah. The one that like lives right next to you guys or something.
Now, take us through these shallows. Careful not to run up on them. The sandbars will slow us down, but the rocks will put a hole through a hull. And if you want to make a quick tack, call for half sail. She's more maneuverable then.
I'm just gonna go out and buy all of them. Probably fucking Black Flag and Union's
Mind
probably
those other
$10 at like
vessels.
GameStop or something.
Hold your tack to keep your right of way.
Literally bought this shit at like 12 o'clock last night. Texted my dad at like 8 and he was sleeping. He woke up for like 5 minutes and he's like, I don't care. Okay.
cottages. We're close.
Cardigan zone. Chill out, kid.
Drop anchor. We'll go ashore, buy our guns, and find our officers.
What? Yeah. Shit. We did that, Home Sweet Home or something. Oh, yeah, that was a popular one.
Oh, hello, Miss Mandy.
Like the
You're
piano's
looking every
playing.
bit as ravishing as I remember.
Holy fucking cannons. Chill. Just makes me want to play Black Flag. More experience in Assassin's Creed.
Bloody hell was that
seems
about?
The older man is a Templar. Who was he with?
A Templar? The young buck was Nicholas Biddle. Nobody. Sails before the mast. Midshipman for the Crown.
Are the guns ready?
Aye, but we won't jump in over our heads. We'll find a suitable target and show you how they work. We've fitted her with a modest amount of guns to start, but rest assured there's ample room to add more should you feel the need. Looks like a British frigate with half seas over. Should do nicely for a spotted target practice. Bring around broadside, and when all guns are on target, call fire.
Round shot for a start.
Well done, boy. Now, aim all guns at her bow and do as much damage as possible.
Some old powder in there.
Good. Now give the swivel guns a turn. More precise. Hit those old powder barrels and light up the sky.
Not bad for a spot, Captain.
You are a fast learner.
Provided something interests me.
Ah, getting a taste for the open sea, are we? We'll make a jack tar out of you yet. Now we should be getting back. The old man is like to have my hide for keeping you out so long.
Why is he shooting at us?
Destroying property of the crown, disturbing the king's peace, take your pick.
What do we do?
Naught else but to fight back. Sink the bastard!
Use the swivels on him, Captain.
English frigate!
Holy
Ah,
big
big
shit
swaffles,
coming at
another
me.
one. Where in the bloody hell did she come from? Brave!
Shit's literally everywhere. Holy fug! I'm black.
Carry on, sailor. Back to your first voyage, eh, boy? Now we best be getting back, or the old man'll have my guts for garters.
Damn it.
I got 'em! All of 'em! You get what I need, and I'll give 'em to you. Simple. You got a ship. Could find 'em all to boot.
Oh, dude, I got my fucking suit on. Scoochie.
Welcome back, Desmond. You'll be happy to hear there's actually good news for once.
Yeah?
I've managed to locate a power source, and it's relatively close by. Up for a trip to Manhattan?
Is it safe to leave? Abstergo's gotta be looking for us.
Obviously, it's not safe. Can't exactly sit around here hoping to get lucky, though, can we? We need that power source. Besides, I'm sure you can cook up some way to hide our movements.
Maybe. The Templars have access to all kinds of satellites and camera systems. We'll need to find a way to mask our digital signature. I can probably camouflage the van, too. But there's not much I can do for us.
That's an easy one.
Just a heads up.
Local utility companies have assured the public that they're completely prepared for the upcoming solar maximum. Disruptions to service are expected to be minimal.
If only they knew.
What's this?
A remote-operated camera. It'll provide us with a feed while you're on mission. This will let us talk to each other.
We're almost there, so listen up. The artifact is in an office penthouse in Lower Manhattan. At this time of night, direct infiltration is going to get you noticed. I think we're better off having you drop in from above.
What do you mean, above?
Dude, I'm playing
Can you hear me?
Desmond in the tower.
Testing, 1, 2, 3.
Yep, reach you just fine. Now why don't you power up the camera? I've got pictures. Running diagnostics. Perfect. I've got a nice, strong signal.
No, I'm a I'm on my way.
Oh, don't hold still. It's a lovely view.
Seriously, Sean? Fuck you.
Wait, was that Unity? Where they like, where you went in that tunnel and there was a bunch of like fucking skulls and shit at the end of it?
Jesus.
Look on the bright side. No security to worry about.
And on the not so bright side, the slightest misstep means you're effectively paged.
Shut up, Sean. Almost there, Desmond. Once you reach the top of the lit-up crane, you should be high enough to make the jump.
Should?
It'll be fine, don't worry.
Well, you might want to worry a little. I'm pretty sure she was high when she was running the numbers.
Sean!
A joke. It was a joke. Or was it?
Jump when you're ready, but wait for my signal to open the chute. Timing's really important here. Too soon or too late, and you'll miss the building. Now, open your chute.
Oh no.
That wasn't so bad.
So, you must be Desmond. Not exactly what I expected. But I guess your kind doesn't have many options these days.
Who are you?
Ask your father. Now give me that.
I don't think so.
Look. I'm not supposed to kill you. But the boss man didn't say anything about fucking you up. So you got to the counter. Oh!
She's gonna pop it out.
So who the hell is Daniel Cross?
Believe it or not, he used to be an assassin. The assassin, the way I've heard it told, but it turned out he was a sleeper agent for Abstergo, programmed to infiltrate and destroy the organization.
How did he know you were there? We could be compromised.
They must have caught me snooping inside their network and sent Cross to see what we were after. If they were aware of our current location, we'd know. Though, I will say this. Doesn't bode very well for future expeditions.
I've set up some cameras topside. If anyone shows up, we'll see it.
I'd suggest you go see about finding a socket for that power source. Or we can return to Connor if you prefer. All the artifacts in the world won't mean a thing without the key.
Son, I owe you an apology. I shouldn't have lashed out like that. You have to understand, I've never been very good at this. Never mind that we live rather extraordinary lives.
Yeah, I kinda liked my ordinary one.
Good luck, Desmond.
These are troubled times. The already uneasy alliance between the Crown and its subjects frays. And behind them both, the Templars plot.
Whoa!
Strings and moving pieces. History dictates they seek order through control. But how will they affect it here? Who supports them? And what conspiracies have they already spun? All these things I must determine. For only by knowing my enemy can I hope to stop them.
Connor! Spare a moment.
Of course.
Have a look.
What is it?
Xingbao, or rope dart if you prefer. One of the many plans given to us by Xiao Yu.
Dude, there's my
Sorry.
We'll have to work on this.
outfits.
Ganondogo,
Yes, my friend.
what brings you here? Is the village all right?
For now.
What do you mean? What has happened?
Men came, claiming we had to leave. They said that the land was being sold, and that the Confederacy had consented. We sent an envoy, but they would not listen.
You must refuse!
We cannot oppose the Sachem, but you're right as well. We cannot give up our home.
Do you have a name? Do you know who is responsible?
He is called William Johnson.
Where is Johnson now?
In Boston, making preparations for the sale.
Sale! This is theft!
Connor, take care. These men are powerful.
What would you have me do? I made a promise to my people.
If you insist upon this course of action, seek out Sam Adams in Boston. He'll be able to help.
Sammy Adams in Boston.
What have you done?
When my people go to war, a hatchet is buried into a post to signify its start. When the threat is ended, the hatchet is removed.
You could have used a tree.
Dude, fuck yes. We have the hatchet. Hatchet. because it was all molded when I got it this morning. What? No, it's fine. Because I was checking to see if there was an expiration date on it, and then I couldn't find one. And then I got like 4 pieces out, and they're all molded in the middle. Okay. No problem. Okay. Shit's such a brain. Boom, bamf, 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 bamf. Ew. What is this dark suit? Fast as fuck, boy. Bam, bam.
my Blu-ray. Travel to Boston.
Sanctions and demonstrations won't suffice, Sam. We need to act, and I'm talking about more than a sternly worded letter.
I sympathize with your frustrations, gentlemen, but surely you can understand my... Ah, Connor. Hello again. What brings you to Boston?
You.
Would you excuse us, fellows? Thank you. That conversation was about to turn unpleasant. Now, what can I do for you?
I was hoping you could help me locate William Johnson.
Of course. I'm headed to a meeting with some men who should be able to help. Why don't you come along? It's good to see the people finally taking a stand against injustice.
Says the man who owns a slave.
Ooh, sorry? I practice what I preach, my friend. She's not a slave, but a freed woman, at least on paper. Men's minds are not so easily turned. It's a tragedy that for all our progress, still we cling to such barbarism.
Then speak out against it.
We must focus first on defending our rights. When this is done, we'll have the luxury of addressing these other matters.
You speak as though your condition is equal to that of the slaves. It is not.
Tell that to my neighbor who was compelled to quarter British troops, or to my friend whose store was closed because he displeased the crown. The people here are no freer than Surrey.
You offer excuses instead of solutions. All people should be equal, and not in turns.
It's in turns, or not at all. We must compromise, Connor.
Hey! It's
my home, no matter what you thieves called taxmen say. If there comes in Parliament who want to take my property, you tell them to sail across the pond and take it themselves!
It's not open for discussion now. Open this door or these men will break it down. Ah!
Ah, bollocks! We're coming in!
I trust the mounting evidence is proof enough, Connor.
Continue on. I shall meet you at our destination.
Is that all you have? Come on, you lost the man!
Justice for once. I dare the governor to send more.
Connor, I'd like you to meet some like-minded friends. The owner of this fine establishment, William Molyneux, and the manager and chef of his newest venture, Stéphane Chaffeau.
Ah, Connor and I just had a ball with some red coats enforcing some taxmen outside my home.
The collectors grow bolder and more forceful. Something we must address, Samuel.
Then let us raise a banner. Something to let the people know that they are not alone. The docks are an angry place of late. Protesters picketing the latest shipments of British tea. The eyes of the city are upon that stage.
A Bostonian without his tea is a dangerous beast.
William Johnson is smuggling the tea off the ships. One of his men tried to sell me this.
A sample of what I refused. But it's from those ships. No mistaking the stamp. He's charging a king's ransom. Must be he's making a mint off those who buy it.
Where is he now?
I've never met the man.
May I ask why you seek him, Connor?
He intends to purchase the land upon which my village stands, without the consent of my people.
No doubt the revenue from his little smuggling endeavor is financing the acquisition. A tax enforced on tea grants a boon to smugglers. I'll wager the same men who levy the taxes are selling the tea. A stage requires a spectacle, and I may know the play. Connor, head back to the docks and see to the destruction of the tea. If you should need us, return here. Go on, Connor.
Pardon me.
Oh, come on, mate.
God. Fast as shit. Yes. Blow it up. Fuck. Fucking kill shit.
Deadline to unload the team was similar.
god. These fuckers.
Support the community. The Boston Country Journal. The world for a penny.
Fucking knives. Fucking stabs him and jumps onto the other one. What the fuck? Hatchet just went away. God, he stabbed his own. Don't tread on me.
Stefan, what is wrong? Where is Sam Adams?
Who cares? I've been robbed! Vont me le payer, ces scélérats de merde!
Where are you going?
To get back what's rightfully mine.